how's it going? What are you doing right now? Well, I guess you're watching me, aren't you? Today we're playing some more Incredibox, and we're going to get into a mod called Voltage. This mod's going to give you an electric shock. Just remember, it's not the voltage that kills you, it's the amperage. They should make a version 2 named amperage. That's good. I'm got. Before we get into it, let's cover this week's fan art. First up, we got one coming in from A. It's Amy. We have a bread, 3D bread artwork here, which is very interesting. I'm curious what software you used to make this. Was it like Blender? But it adds some depth to it. It's really cool. And the head looks like a balloon almost, which is interesting. It looks like a video game character. Breadhead. Oh my god, that's a good name. So write that down. Hey, it's Amy. I'm gonna call you whenever we make this game. But really cool artwork. I love how it's 3D. Super nice. Looks like the bread is blushing a little bit. Next up, we got one coming in from Chief Fable. Got a nice little sketch here. It's kind of nice. Got like multiple versions. Happy me right in the front. Sad me, which looks like my inner self. I'm happy on the outside, just crying on the inside. And in the background, I'm crying in chibi mode. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing in the background too. It looks like I'm about to beat somebody up. That's how I'm kind of feeling right now. Yeah, give me lunch money. But super cool sketch. I really like this guy in the background. I like his little headphones on too. A little crying effect, looks like his eyes are melting. Next one coming in from Dylan, or D6Ian. That's what I call him. This is crazy, actually. It looks very 2D, but like the shading on it gives it a lot of depth. It's actually really crazy. Yeah, really good shading really makes this look like pop out a lot more. That little vein thing here, good lord, dude. It's got so much detail to it. It's crazy. Yep, holding this wrench. What do you think it is this time? A little bit of peanut butter in your bloodstream. A little bit of voltage, obviously. Come on now. I don't think voltage can be in a liquid form, but they'll find a way. Three-headed dude in the back, crazy looking hat man, but absolutely loving this. The shading goes hard on this. Next up, we got one coming in from Losh, the giant hugger. I think your name's pretty fitting. Looks like what am I holding? A little bread on my shoulder. What did I do? Nothing, Azarus. And that thing is just oblivious. Really cool. I like this. I really like the art style here too. It's so fluffy. Why is it so fluffy? And I want to eat the bread on my shoulder. It looks sentient. It looks alive. I probably shouldn't eat it, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Super cool artwork. Leaving some questions, like who am I talking to? What is that thing? And why can't I pet it right now? And then the last one coming in from the Camster. Azarus dripped out. There's something about me not having a mouth which makes it look pretty dope. Got the glasses and got the gleam on there. Nice sketch, man. Loving the chain too. Bread chain made out of diamond crested bread. That'd be crazy. Imagine me just rocking that out in one of my videos. It literally says gleam in the shades. That's fantastic. With the tile at the bottom right, the bread deity. You know who it is. You know who you're talking to. A little crown on the A of the Azarus. Oh, that's nice. That's cool. But I think that's going to wrap it up. We're going to get into some voltage. Let's look at the credits. The Rebels. Bonnet designer, PichuZapper director, animator, Blue Ender, Limezik, and Manuel H. A lot of known names on here with all their YouTube channels on here as well. That's cool. Yeah, the modding build that was created by Rim. Yep. I know that helped with a lot of creations of mods. And then, of course, so far so good, creators of Incredibox, which started it all. From the start, it's so dark. It's so dark. It's like really dark purple. And apparently, we have a bonus. Let's just hop right into the first beat here. We got a lot of interesting little polo icons here. Oh, this guy looks creepy. All right, on to the first one here. That was the craziest first beat. It's like slow, but it's bumping, bro. I like that type of beat. That you killed it with that first beat. Fantastic start. That actually made me very excited for this. All right, let's move on to the second one here. Again, bro. Holy crap. You're going ham with these beats so far. That is a bomb ticking down. Love that, man. A lot of animation was crazy on that one. Really making for some crazy beats so far. We got the shades. We got the glasses. Let's see how it sounds. Okay, quiet. Overall, actually, I will say this. This mod is so quiet. My headphones are at full volume. That being said, though, I'm going to bump up the volume when I'm editing. Oh, the hi-hats. A little bit of hi-hats in there. A little bit of that. But, is that a boombox, bro? Like a speaker? Oh, okay. I'm actually kind of excited for this one. What a weird mix, bro. What is that? It's like a bass. It's like an 808 kind of low bass. I think that fits nicely in here. This reminds me of one of the intros I did. Look at me chillin' my blues. I know that was a part of the lyrics. There's actually, that was the exact verse where the little speaker came up and shook or whatever. We're gonna move on to this next one here. Some kind of mask. It looks like his head is like a fishbowl. Yeah, that guy has a lot of build up at the end of like the loop. Oh, that's gonna build up to something crazy. Fishbowl, that was a wild guess there, but not a fishbowl, but like a glass tube that held his hair together. That was kind of crazy. But what a hell of a selection of beats right there. Move on to the effects now. Possibly some bass here.
I'm addicted to the bass. Yeah.
That was craziness. That was wild. It's definitely not the bass, but I like how he mentioned the bass and this is a voice. This is lyrics. Now it's more like ad-libs though. Guy's mask is really cool. Is that the guy in the front? But we're gonna move on to this next mask. That one looks crazy. That polo creation, I really like that. It looked like okay, hear me out though. It looked like a little mix of like Iron Man because of the thing on his chest and Darth Vader because the mask. Definitely the bass. Interesting bass. It sounds like an electric shock. It sounds like voltage. I'm getting somewhere here. Also potential that we get two basses, but it's rare. We're gonna move on to this next one here, the third one. I'm sorry, what? Excuse me, because I was not expecting that. Because you just hit me in the face. You said, that's not the bass. You think that's the bass? This is the bass. Sucker punched me. I was left speechless. That was absolutely insanity. I love that type of bass. The polo creation here, I don't know what the heck it is. I like it. Alright, we're gonna move on to this mask. That polo's giving me hard vibes of like Void. And you might be saying, hey, Azarus, what about version 1? You see, I have a hard time saying that name. I'm not even going to say it. So I'm not even going to mention it. Or also get like 50 comments yelling at me that I didn't say it right. No, but that's really cool. It's the gas mask. Breathing in something. A little bit of gas. Fading effect. This fits perfectly in the effect. So we're going to move on to this, I don't know what that... It looks like a Unknown from Pokemon, doesn't it? That was actually wild. Would you say this is like some type of electronic type of beat? It's like background noises you would hear in like whatever style music this is, which adds a lot too. I'm pretty excited to put that all together. But we're about to hop into it and see how this sounds. We're hitting the reverse button with this one. I'm not gonna lie, that might be one of my favorite first melodies. The animation, solid so far. You know what it really gives me vibes of? Bonfire. And the reverse part of it too? Oh my god. Shook me. It's called Voltage for a reason. But, oh wow, it's a stoplight. This is Bonfire, bro. On to melody 2, I'm excited. Very interesting. Okay. That is a very hard stoplight to read. They're all purple. Like a high-pitched kind of electric tune there. Arguably fitting for a stoplight. Those stoplights don't make noises. We're going to move on to the snorkel? Wow, that was actually really peaceful. Kind of nice. No, yeah, I was definitely way off with the assumption that it was a pair of goggles. Like, what was I thinking? It's a microphone. Loving every moment of this mod so far. We're going to move on to this type of mask. Very interesting one. Oh yeah. Dude, this is great. Hard electronic vibes there. That is fantastic. It was like moving from one ear to another. Second favorite polo here. Second favorite melody. Moving on to the last one here. I don't know what that is. What is? You literally just calmed my soul. Calmed my entire existence. Handpan. Love it. I love how the first thing you think of when you hear handpan is like Minecraft. In and of itself, the handpan is such a calming, very nice instrument. Alright, now that I'm calmed down, good lord, we're gonna move on to the voices now.
I've been looking for the right thing. So baby, tell me where you're hiding. I've been looking for the right thing. So baby, tell me where you're hiding.
From the start, hitting us up with some lyrics. Always gotta love that. Lyrics were clean, they were smooth, easy to hear. Was he saying lightning? He was looking for the lightning or the lightning. That was fantastic. That was nice. Moving on to the second one here, looks like a face shield. And of course we have to have our choir in here. Man, do I love me some choirs. There's like a selection of polos that I really enjoy hearing. Choirs, basses, some good ass melodies. That was very soothing. Very nice. Moving on to the computer screens. Of course it reminds me of Sprunky with the voice.
Electricity, liability, velocity, all toxicity. Electricity, liability, velocity, all toxicity.
Oh, electricity, liability, I think he said. Wow, yeah, velocity, yeah, velocity and stuff like that. That's cool. How you actually changed up those words to rhyme with each other. Well, I guess they already do. Electricity, velocity, yeah. They'll end in itty. Yeah. Cool, man, dude. Again, that reminds me a little sprint. I think my soul just left my body. Well, remember when I told you my volume was maxed out? Well, yeah. Everything else is very loud. Now that I'm shocked. We're moving on to this mask.
Back and forth, I lean back and forth, and back and forth, I lean back and forth.
She'll love you when your body's fine. Only love you when the money right.
I'm speechless. That was actually insane. It was like the theater thing. I actually don't know what that's called, where there's like a happy mask and a sad one. Yeah, okay. The comedy and the tragedy mask. At least that's what it seems like, right? Mixing up like with two different voices. We're moving on to this last one here. We got an emo skull. Loving the singing, loving the hairstyle there. Yeah, I like how the polo represents the logo on the sweatshirt and the hair, which is a cool little touch there. Nice vocals at the end there. And we're done. There's no secret polos either, I don't think. Hello there, Azarus from the future. Apparently, if you play through the bonus, you get 2 more polos. You get 4 more polos. So we're going to cover those real quick. That was beat a kind of 1. Beat 1, basically. Bonus 1. We'll go over the bonuses, okay? Crazy beat. Had like a little bit of like, you heard the melody in there. Mix it up with the beat and the weird head movements. Pretty crazy. We're going to move on to the second bonus here. The little Alright. Very nice, very spacey, and definitely giving off some ethereal vibes there. Sounding pretty spot on to that type of instrument. It's like one, I forget what they're called. I've always wanted to play one because they seem kind of fun. We're moving on to the third bonus here. This one is my favorite. Oh, my bad. That one must be my favorite piano polo. That is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Another one that had a really good piano melody was Love It. Alright, last one, we got the Freddy.
I am eating motherfucking bacon. Tell me, darling, where you going? I am eating motherfucking bacon. Tell me, darling, where you going?
Ah, Freddy, what happened? What happened? Oh, you're asking for the lyrics? Well, crazy though. Crazy. And I think the addition of these 4 bonuses, which you'll find out eventually here, I'll be surprised later on in the video. So back to present Azarus, we're going to cover all the beats, effects, melodies, voices. But we're going to go over the beats together, see how they sound. I'm so excited for this. Might be one of the best selections of beats. Cannot begin to express how much I love that. That was like so low but bassy. Move on to these effects now. I'm shook.
I'm addicted to the bass.
You don't understand how crazy all the beats together and that bass is gonna sound. We're gonna be bumping, and you're gonna watch it, and you're gonna enjoy it. All right, we're gonna move on to the melodies now. Incredible. It's so nice. It was so peaceful. It's gonna be matched up with this crazy beat. But, alright, we're gonna move on to the voices now.
I've been looking for the right thing. So baby, tell me where you're hiding. I've been looking for the right thing. So baby, tell me where you're hiding. I've been looking for the right thing. So baby, tell me where you're hiding. I've been looking for the right thing. So baby, tell me where you're hiding.
Okay, we didn't get the first part of this follow, but crazy voices, they sound kind of crazy together. So, crazy nonetheless, we're gonna split them up. So on that note, put put some rubber gloves on, make sure you're grounded, because we're going to be making one shocking beat. That was absolutely incredible. That was fantastic. Undeniably one of my favorites. Clearly and utterly bumpin'. I can't wait to edit it, put it all together, listen to it again. But we still do have a bunch to cover. So let's get into it.
Back and forth, I lean back and forth, back and forth, I lean back and forth.
I'm a face of them cameras. You should work in your manners. I agree, I need carrots. And I ain't talking about salads. I'm a face with them cameras. You should work on your manners. I agree, I need carrots. And I ain't talking about salads. Thunder in the sky comes big game with the sky going gray and everybody looking for fame. Ain't no one playing it to find a name. It never felt the same, no one in the world is tame. And that's nobody stop. All that money, that's no reason why.
Huh? What? What just happened? Huh? There's another.
I am eating motherfucking bacon.
Hold on. I need to like put more parts into the mix. There's so many more. Wait, that one's new. That one's new. Yeah, that one's new, and this one's new. There's literally 4 more extra polos in here. I have to make more to the mix. Hold on, I'll be back. I'm back from recording things that were supposed to be earlier. This is an absolutely incredible mod. The bonus switch up was crazy. Shut the whole thing down, it restarted the game, added polos to it. But I do know what you guys think, so you gotta leave it down in the comments. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. And on that note, I will catch you guys in the next video.